All right. So, Jennifer, let's start with the first part.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on sharing downloaded copyright material, such as music, films, etc.?
My thoughts about that is I don't really hate it because I do it myself, but I believe like if you do something really bad, like that can make you end up in jail, then you should stop. But the way you do it, it depends on how you do it. But I do it, and I believe that it's not that bad because it's not my fault that we are able to download films and movies. So that means it gets me the right to do it. So what's your thought about it?
I agree, I do myself, but I still feel a sentiment of like neglecting the artist, as in, I guess you could say steal.
I agree with that.
But at the same time, it feels like it's such a small thing. It's not like you're actually, let's say, you remember the FBI video?
Yeah.
When if you could steal a car, you wouldn't steal a car, but you could download it. Would you do it? You remember that one?
Yeah, I've heard about it, yeah.
But it's not the same. It's
not the same. I mean, yes, the artist won't get anything from it when you download the music, for example, but they do these big concerts and they get more money from it than when you buy the music.
But I don't think it's a matter of money. I just feel like it's a matter of actually stealing and not showing respect or giving anything back to the artist that's handing out material for you, content. But to some extent, I do agree that it should be more protected, as I say, because we're allowed. It's so easy to do it nowadays.
Yeah, it is.
They should protect it more.
And they shouldn't just tell the people who do it that it's wrong, because it's not their fault for finding such thing on the internet and able to download it. They should make a way that it's unable to download it, so you know that it's wrong, that the artist or the creator of the movie wants something, that you should appreciate the movie or the music.
Yeah. Well, let's off to the other question. Which one should I take?
Using a fake identity, for example, online.
Oh, well, I'll let you start on that one.
Well, I believe, like, if you're trying to get to learn somebody and you use a fake identity, then you start to like that person and you know you've done wrong since the beginning. I think you shouldn't be angry about it because it's your own fault. But if it's the way around, like the person is playing with you and trying to act or to seem like somebody else who is more successful and good looking, it happens like catfish. And that it's totally wrong because you believe that you might find something into this person, and when you meet them, it's not the person you expected.
Yeah, if it actually escalates into meeting them.
Yeah, exactly. And that happens a lot of times, and people end up in a bad situation. And it's really, I think people should stop doing it and just be honest. And if they're afraid of being honest of who they are, and just say, I'm afraid, I don't like telling people who I am because I'm afraid something bad might happen to me.
But then there's the question, how can we stop like insecurity?
Well, it's basically impossible. I mean, you can't tell somebody stop being fake on the internet or stopping using a fake name, fake pictures and that, because it's the internet. It's a really huge thing and you can do whatever you want and no one can stop you unless they really are good at that and finding out who you are behind the screen.
Yeah, I agree, but it's a weird topic, I think. Yeah. It's like, you know the program Catfish?
I've seen a couple of shows.
Well, in that program, in that television show, they take it to a really far end. Yeah. Way too far. But and that's where you talk about they get into problems and such because they want to meet up and they like start a online relationship stuff. It's crazy. But I think, in my opinion, I believe that it isn't too wrong to sometimes hide behind the screen and be someone else for a while because people find it comforting.
Yeah, if you want to find someone to comfort you, then it's right. Yeah. But do not accept that much from them if, like, you're maybe aware that some people might do it.
Yeah, I feel you. I was saying. Okay. Buying a bike that's probably been stolen.
Well, I don't know if you can tell if...
But if you do know that it's stolen...
If you do know that it's stolen, then maybe you shouldn't buy it because that person who stole it, it won't be their problem anymore. It will be your problem. And
yeah, but let's say you can always lie about it and tell stuff that you didn't know.
You didn't know. Then, well, you're lying about it and you're making a big deal out of it.
I believe most humans would probably buy it anyways. Let's be real, because it's a good deal.
If it is a good deal, most people will buy it and say, "Oh, they won't notice that it's stolen, so I'm gonna buy it anyway."
Yeah.
But you shouldn't do that.
You shouldn't, but I think
if you're aware,
it's in our human inclination to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you're aware that it is stolen,
you can always report it.
Yeah, exactly. You can do that. I mean, but when the cops are going to come after you and they know, like, that person who you buy from, like, did it so that you can get caught for it.
Yeah, but you can always. It's very hard to prove that you didn't know it wasn't goodwill.
Yeah.
Okay, let's skip that question.
Yeah, let's leave it.
Hide from someone from the police. That's interesting though,
yeah.
Because sometimes, let's be real, the law isn't always a parallel to our moral code.
No, it's not always.
So, it's really situational.
Yeah.
Because I mean, sometimes you feel obligated to. At the same time, you know it's wrong, but you know the person might be innocent, but the law says he
or she is not innocent. And for me, it usually depends on why the police want that person. Maybe it's because somebody else accused them for doing something, like you say, innocent, and you know you were with them, you're a witness.
But it's very hard to prove.
Yeah, exactly. It's very hard to prove, and you just don't know how to win the fight, to say.
According to the law, it's wrong, but I think it's really situational.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Driving through a red light.
Driving through a red light. Well, that I say no to that because I think traffic is dangerous and scary. It scares the hell out of me.
I mean, like, some people do it and they say, but there was not a car around, so I just did it. I mean, like, yes, if you do it and, like, drive even though it's a red light, maybe, I don't know, someone may come from nowhere running and you can hurt them. Like, they can end up in the hospital and get really hurt or die even. And that won't, like, help you saying, but there was no one around when I drove through the red light.
You just have to judge the balance of, like, what are the consequences? What could your consequences be? And what do you, like, waste?
Yeah.
And, of course, waiting 5 seconds...
won't hurt.
Won't hurt.
You know, even though if you're in a hurry to a meeting or to meet someone, I don't know, but those 5 seconds can change somebody's life if you don't wait.
Yeah. So, I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we go to part 2, maybe?
Yes, part 2.
All right. Let's just take one scenario, okay? I think we're just supposed to discuss it. So.
Yes, I was thinking you are shopping and notice a woman stuffing a new scarf into her bag.
Ooh, well, honestly, I want to say that I would, like, stop her and maybe, like, confront her about it, but I probably wouldn't.
Me neither, but what I will actually do is I will bring a security and tell them about it, and, like, if there is a camera around, I can tell them, if you have a camera, there is proof. I know I saw that person.
Or maybe if it's a guard at the end of the store.
Yeah. And then you just tell them if you don't want to, like, talk to the person face to face, because it can make the problem bigger than it already is. And I will probably not talk to the woman directly because that's not who I am.
I could do that. Maybe sometimes. It really depends.
It depends, exactly.
It depends on the mood.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you feel like, I'm going to do it because I feel like doing it. And then sometimes
you'll get some good karma too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe I just go to the cashier and or some security guard and tell him.
I mean, like, the future consequences here would be like you did something good, but if you know anything,
there aren't really any consequences for you. Except they might have been a gang of murder or something.
Yeah, exactly. They might come after you after they're gone. I don't know, to prison or like I don't know, but
stealing a scarf and go to prison.
No, but I mean, like, if they get a punishment and then when the punishment is over, they might come after you and say like you were the reason. Maybe
I don't really think someone will take it that far.
Some people would do it, and I believe
a
like
scarf.
Those...
How much is that? $10?
I know, but then if it's a $10, why do they need to steal it? Like, buy it instead of stealing it.
Let's say it's a Dior scarf. Right. You're given 20 euro note instead of a 5 euro note as a change in the shop when you pay for a pair of jeans. Well, I would probably return it.
Yeah,
I would return it because I noticed it when I hand it over.
Yeah, I would hand it over because it has happened to me before, and like instead of getting 20 kroners back, I got 50, and then I was like, no, it's 20 crowns. I want 20 crowns back. Oh, and then the cashier told me, oh, thank you. This happens a lot. I'm sorry. I'm new to this job. Like, some people who use this and take the money and don't say anything, I think it's really bad because I feel like karma will get them in the future. Yeah,
but it's still like, it's 5 euro here and 20. It's not a life changer.
No, it's not.
I mean, for some people it might be, but it's...
But it depends on the situation too. I mean, like, if you... If you like, I don't know, buy something more and then you got a lot of things and then you're supposed to get 5 euro and then you're given 20 euro, I mean, then, I don't know, you should give it back because what's the point?
Yeah, it really isn't it? But yeah, I'll return it.
Ooh,
come on.
This one is interesting. You discover a wallet lying on the ground. It contains 100 euro. This sum will come in handy. What would you do?
If it would come in handy, I'd probably be in a sticky situation and I would keep it for myself as the...
Yeah, for me it would be maybe keep it for myself but not use the 100 euro and think about, do I really need this money this way? I mean, it can be more important
well,
for
it says this sum would come in handy.
Yeah, I know. I would keep it for a moment just to think about my action and the consequences if I like use the money and then the owner of the wallet start to search for it. And then if somebody sees me picking it up and say, oh, I saw that person pick it up, I mean, then it's my fault.
I mean, you can always return the wallet.
Yeah, you can. And then pretend like there was no money in there. Yeah.
You can return it anonymously, but... but of course I would like to say that I would want to return it, but... Yeah. To be honest...
If the money will come in handy...
As it says, you probably would take it.
And it depends how in hand. If it is personal, like, and you need those money, like, right away, I mean, like, anyone wouldn't even second guess and would just use it. Just use it directly.
But then here it isn't. You discover it in a wallet. If you would find a $100 bill, you would just take it, of course. Yeah. But now it's in a wallet. It kind of changes a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's
This one is funny.
Which one?
You realize that a workmate is stealing money from your employer in order to pay his debt.
Oh, that's wrong. I'd report it right away. There's no way.
Yeah. I mean, like, why would you, like, if you don't act, maybe that person will say it was you.
That's not even like stealing. No. That's stealing from your employers.
Yeah. I mean, it's so wrong. They're supposed to get the money, not the other way around.
I think that crosses a lot of laws.
Yeah.
Well, you're told that a boy/girl you are in love with is writing bad things online about your best friend. Well, I don't think that's...
I mean...
that's not even like a complicated thing. Exactly. I just confront her or him.
Yeah.
And I just ask him like, yo, why are you doing this? What are your motives? That isn't really...
And here it's like...
That's not even a dilemma.
No, it's not even. But it said like, the boy you're in love with, I mean, it doesn't say they have a deep relationship and they mention this friend as a best friend. So that best friend is, of course, more important to you. So just tell the boy or the girl you're in love with and tell them...
That was a really bad one.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that was it for us now. So.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Good.